go ahead and get some folks up in here. All right, let's see. All right. Woo! All right, guys, what's up? What's up? This your boy Big Boss DBZ coming at y'all. I'd like to welcome everybody to my tonight's Out of Heaven podcast. Once again, this your boy Big Boss DBZ coming at y'all, and today's topic for the night is, yep, you guessed it, women. Tonight's topic is women. Don't worry, guys, there's going to be two segments to this. Tonight's segment is going to be on women, and tomorrow's segment is going to be on men. Just to be fair. What's going on, Terry? What's going on, DeAndre? Y'all just came in just in time for my podcast tonight, and like I said, tonight is going to be specifically on women in general. Now, ever since the 1950s, 60s, and even 70s, men has always been responsible for the ones to bring home the money. You know, they would go to work while the women would stay home, and they would specifically, you know, wash clothes, take care of the kids and all that stuff, while the guys went out and made the money. But now, ever since the 80s, well, let me back it up a little bit. When the guys went to war from the 50s and 60s, there are some women that actually took part in the workforce, which allowed women to actually work, you know. But the problem is women worked part-time jobs, and they made like minimum wage. I'm not sure how much the minimum wages were from the 50s, 60s, and even 70s. But when the 80s hit, that's when women really started taking initiative in the workforce. Yeah, I see you, Cindy. What's going on? How's everything going? But anyway, big shout out to my girl Cindy, my sister there. She's live, or she's actually on right now. But anyway, when it got to the 90s, women really took off. They just really took off. They really showed their independence. They really showed that they don't really need a man in their life. As a matter of fact, women have went so far, and not all women, you know, I'm going to be saying this a whole lot tonight. Not all women decided to just go ahead and just quit men and just do their own thing. That's why I think the divorce rate, well, I can't say it really about other states, but in the state of Texas was like ranked 3 of the highest divorce rate. Now, I researched it tonight. I asked Siri about it, and she said that Texas is among the 3 lowest. One of the 3 lowest states as far as divorce goes. I think that's bullshit, but hey, that's what the information is. Marriage is overrated. Well, I guess you could say that, but you know, given the fact that women have taken matters into their own hands, girl, it's not the 1950s. Really? Well, that's where it started from. I'm starting from the 50s all the way up. I already got questions like booming right now in chat right now. But there's been a lot of things that's been going on. Women just really just prefer the single life, making money. And there's been even problems where there are certain women, and again, not all women, they would like for us men to match how much they make. You know, I'm making all this money. Why are you making minimum wage? I'm making all this money. How come you can't make what I make? I mean, they do prove a point. You know, they try to put us on that high pedestal of how much money we are supposed to make, which is why there are some women that you can't tell them nothing when it comes to buying their own car, their own clothes, their own apartment or whatnot. Hey, if you ain't got a job, then get the fuck out my face, is what women usually do sometimes. Someone get him a job, Janet. I do have a job, and y'all know I do. As a matter of fact, I got to be there first thing in the morning. You're probably there in the morning too, Tanya, I bet. But it's just one of those things that women take very strong initiative. And my hat goes down to them. I'm telling you right now, women, they hold it down. You know, they have the kids, they take care of the kids. When the men ain't in their lives, that's why a lot of women prefer to stay single, because you do have some dirt bags out here of dads and fathers. There's a difference between the two. But there's a lot of women out here that just really just love to just do things for themselves. And on me, that's great. That's perfect. That's why I bow down to women, especially when Mother's Day comes around. Mother's Day is such a big deal when it comes to women. It is. We celebrate it wholeheartedly. But Here's my personal opinion. Now, I don't celebrate Mother's Day. I don't even celebrate Valentine's Day. You want to know why? I'm getting off topic here, but I'm just letting y'all know from my personal experience. Why do something for your significant other or for your mother for that one special day when you can do it every day of your life? I do stuff every day. I cater to both my mom and my wife. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just putting that out there, but not all guys are like that, and not a lot of the younger demographic thinks that way. Facts, I agree. I can only tell you from my experience, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, for the most part, women, or I throw my hat to them. I do, hands down. They do a lot for us. They do anything and everything. Let's see what else I got on my list. I talked about the jobs. I talked about the divorce. Okay, I think I touched on divorce rates, but I didn't go off into it. So let's go ahead and take care of that right now. A lot of women in the 80s, we're just starting the 80s because, you know, Tanya, I see you on here. This ain't the 50s. I get that. So in the 80s, women divorced men because mostly of the fact that how well they're being treated. If they're not being treated with respect, or if they think that they're not being treated, you know, as far as their children goes, they'll just up and leave. They'll take off. They don't need no man in their life, and it comes without saying. A woman can do bad all by themselves rather than just have someone come up as excess baggage. Let me see. Let me go through my chat here. Chat is just being lit up right now. Hey, Pickle TV, what's going on, man? How we doing tonight? We're doing actually pretty good, Lynn. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that you're here. Tonight is my Out of Heaven podcast. Now that I talked about those things, does anybody have any questions about tonight's topic when it comes to women? Now, I talked about the divorce rates. I talked about the jobs. I talked about them being single. I talked about them being in the workforce. Is there anything else that I missed on tonight's podcast? Because tomorrow night, men, get yourselves ready, because tomorrow night I'm going to be talking about the men and their aspects. Can talk about cheating. Oh, well, that goes along with it. That's why most women leave, because there are guys out there that cheat and they're not loyal to their women. So that's a good point, Lent. You missed how to riz up the huzz. I don't understand what that is. I don't know what that is, Eric. So I'm not even going to touch that. So, but for the most part, I'm just going to touch on this before I shut down tonight's podcast. I know it seems a little bit short, but I covered quite a bit. Women, if you don't give women the attention that they need, if you don't cater to them like they need to be treated, then they're going to up and leave. Now, when it comes to the money, not all women are like that. Women, they will be willing to work with you. They would rather have a man cook and clean and not have a job than a man work and then get off and then go hang out with their buddies before they come home drinking late at night. You know what I'm saying? Any woman, they're not like the old school women. You know, women, you know, they still cook, they still clean. Any woman, they're not like the old school women. You know, women, you know, they still cook, they still clean. Just like I cater to her. She's like the mirror side of me. We cater to both of us as a whole, as one. And that's how it actually should be. Can I be a mod? Well, Lynn, I don't know. You got to be on here. Every time I go live, you got to show up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, with that being said, I am going to end this podcast. I do appreciate that. Everybody coming by. Tomorrow is going to be the second half of this podcast. It's going to be on men and their aspects and their way of thinking. I definitely can't wait to get into that. That's going to be tomorrow night, same time, 9 o'clock Central Time. So with that, guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by. All right, there we go. All right, guys, I'm still alive. I just wanted to end that podcast on that note right there. I hope I did pretty good, guys. Nobody didn't really ask questions, but I guarantee it. Oh, I guarantee it. When I start talking about men tomorrow night, there's going to be all kinds of women that's going to be asking questions. Well, why don't you do this? Why don't y'all do that? Trust me, it's coming. It is definitely coming. I'm sitting in my car, guys, in my garage. I'm sitting up here tonight. I'm going to be sitting here tomorrow night, too, when I do my Out of Heaven podcast tomorrow. I'm going to try to do at least 3 podcasts a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then we'll come up with some different topics and all that jazz. Thank you for the 1.1 thousand likes, guys. I appreciate that. Now, let me get caught up in chat here. Let's see, Billy, damn, bro, I didn't know you was living in your car again. I'm sorry. I go live a lot in my car, guys. You know, I do go live sometimes when I'm in my house, but it'll be just like tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I'll be going live right here sitting in my car 30 minutes before I clock in. God bless you, brother. Have a good night. You too, Neek. I'm sorry about me ignoring everybody's messages. Let me go back. Demetrius, that's not for me. Then I'm a 2000s baby. Oh, yeah. See, I was born in 1984. I'm an 80s baby, but I grew up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Facts, I agree. Okay, I saw that already. I can't wait till Thursday. I'm ready for the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, Demetrius, I am too. And I will be doing the unboxing. Definitely. I will be going. I'll be opening my shit up. And I'm not really worried about Mario Kart World. Matter of fact, I could care less about it. I could care less about that game. I just want the game Metroid Beyond. Metroid Beyond. That is the only game that, well, actually that game in the newest Pokemon game, AZ or something like that. So that'll be definitely coming out. Hey, G.I. Joe, what's up, man? Are you home streaming games? I'm not streaming games. I actually just ended my podcast. I'll be streaming tonight on Twitch. Oh, okay. All right, Pickle TV. I appreciate you letting me know. As a matter of fact, will you let me know in Discord that you're going live? When you go live, just put it in the chat if you're already following me in my search engine or on my server on Discord. Best Pokemon is Soul Silver. Well, I would have to disagree. I would have to, well, for me, I would actually have to say Pokemon Arceus is one of my all-time favorites. Pokemon Arceus and Pokemon Brilliant something. Because I will say the toughest champion out of Pokemon history is in Sinnoh. Cynthia. Cynthia is the hardest. I don't care what anybody says. It took me a while to get that beat her. Whereas Baghdad, he's blocked. I blocked him because he was saying some stuff, inappropriate stuff, which is why I urge everybody that's in my chat, if you're gonna say something, don't disrespect me or anybody else that's on here, and please do not self-promote unless if I give you permission. You gotta ask my permission to self-promote, because that's the quickest way to get blocked, deleted, and the whole 9 yards when somebody goes live, either on this platform, Twitch, or YouTube Live. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying. Oh, is this fan charged? I may have to charge up my stuff tonight. Let's see. Oh, we're at 77%. I'll go ahead and charge it up tonight just for shits and giggles. Why not? Keep it respectful. That's right, 100% unknown. 100%. All right, guys, it is 9:14. That was actually a short podcast, but don't worry. Tomorrow night, I'm probably going to end up tripling that, because there's so many things I can talk about from a guy's standpoint, from a guy's perspective. It's going to be ridiculous. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. I will see y'all guys tomorrow morning at 6:30 when I go live, like I usually do every morning before I go in and go to work. Let's get this work started, guys. It's going to be a long ass week.